Welcome to this News Explainer. The White House has launched a sweeping review of the Smithsonian Institution, the nation's largest network of museums and research centers. In a letter dated August 12, 2025, senior officials told Smithsonian Secretary Lonnie T. Bunch III that every exhibition and operation will be examined ahead of the United States' 250th birthday in 2026. The stated goal is to ensure the museums reflect unity, progress, and the enduring values that define the American story. The initiative is meant to align the Smithsonian with President Trump's directive to celebrate American exceptionalism, remove divisive or partisan narratives, and restore confidence in our shared cultural institutions. The review grows out of a March 2025 executive order titled Restoring Truth and Sanity to American History. That order accused the Smithsonian, accused of advancing a divisive, race-centered ideology, and appointed Vice President J.D. Vance, a member of the Smithsonian's Board of Regents, to oversee the removal of what the White House calls improper ideology. What will the process look like? It covers everything the public sees: exhibit labels, websites, social media, and even internal practices, such as how curators plan shows and use the collections. White House teams plan on-site walkthroughs, while the Smithsonian has 30 days to supply requested documents. After that, each museum will have 120 days to replace content the administration deems divisive with language it describes as unifying, historically accurate, and constructive. Phase 1 targets 8 flagship museums in Washington, D.C., the National Museum of American History, National Museum of Natural History, National Museum of African American History and Culture, National Museum of the American Indian, National Air and Space Museum, Smithsonian American Art Museum, National Portrait Gallery, and Hirshhorn Museum and Sculpture Garden. Recent events have amplified tensions. In early August, the National Museum of American History briefly removed a placard noting President Trump's 2 impeachments, then reinstated it with edits. In June, the director of the National Portrait Gallery resigned following criticism from the president. In July, painter Amy Sherald, known for her portrait of Michelle Obama, canceled a major exhibition, citing fears of censorship. The Smithsonian says its work is grounded in scholarly excellence, rigorous research, and the accurate factual presentation of history. Leaders are reviewing the White House request and pledge to cooperate with both the administration and the Board of Regents. Reaction on Capitol Hill has been swift. Democratic lawmakers label the order cowardly and unpatriotic, warning that political pressure could erode the institution's independence. Historians, artists, and free speech advocates argue the review risks whitewashing the national story. Supporters of the administration counter that federally funded museums should promote a unifying narrative and avoid what they consider partisan or negative depictions of America's past. As the nation approaches its 250th anniversary, this confrontation poses a larger question: who gets to tell America's story, and on what terms? The outcome will shape not only museum galleries, but also the broader conversation about history, identity, and power. We'll continue to follow developments as the review unfolds.